Socrates believed that writing things down would destroy memory. But was he right? Today we're delving into why the father of philosophy feared the written word and how writing by hand, ironically, might be one of the things that could save your memory today. Socrates never wrote a single word down. Everything we know about him comes from Plato, his student. Why? Because Socrates believed that writing would cause people to outsource their memory. He said it would create the appearance of wisdom, not true wisdom. In his words, people would cease to exercise memory, becoming forgetful and dependent on the written word as a crutch. And he wasn't entirely wrong. When we rely too heavily on our phones, apps, or even typing, we don't deeply process information. We skim, we scan, then we forget. But the twist, neuroscience indicates that writing by hand can actually do the opposite of what Socrates feared, if you do it in the proper way. When we physically write something down, we can engage in what's called deep encoding. It's the act of transforming information into something the brain can store and retrieve effectively. Unlike typing, handwriting activates the motor cortex, visual processing, and language areas of the brain all at once. It is a multi-sensory engagement and helps strengthen neural pathways, improving comprehension, retention, and recall. So, yeah, Socrates had a point about lazy memory, but if it's done right, writing can be the training ground for powerful recall. Think about it. When you write, you're not just recording. You're reconstructing, you paraphrase, simplify, visualize. That's active learning. That's the opposite of passive consumption. It's what builds understanding. So whether you're typing word for word or writing word for word, you're not encoding in this deep manner. It is akin to what the Japanese would call pecha. It's a lot like my history teacher, Mrs. Ivaniski, in high school, who would encourage us to just copy things out of a textbook. Why? I have the textbook. I can read the textbook. I don't need to write it down. Waste of time. So here's the challenge. For 1 week, ditch any digital notes. Use a notebook to write down your learnings, ideas, even your to-do list. Don't just capture it, craft it. Memory isn't about just the collection of data. It's about building connections. And Socrates, he may have hated writing. I do, a little bit. But you can use it to remember everything that matters if you do it correctly. So share this with someone who relies too much on their notes app. And if you're serious about upgrading your memory, start with ink and paper, because the mind remembers what the hand creates.